Good morning, everyone. This is your Nilofer ma'am. I hope you all are fine at your homes and your study is going well. So, as you all know that we are doing the syllabus of internal assignment 2. Our subject is SST, and in SST we are doing history. So, as you all know that in history we are doing chapter 4. Topic of the chapter is what books and burials tell us. In the previous worksheet related to chapter 4, I have explained you keywords and exercises related to the chapter. And in today's worksheet 10, I will explain you question answers that are related to chapter 4 only. So now let's see the question answers. But like always, before starting the work, you all have to mention today's date in your copies, that is 14 July 2021. With this, you have to mention online classwork in your copies, and with this, you have to mention chapter 4 in your copies. Now let's see question number 1. Question number 1 is list out 5 names of rivers that are not mentioned in Rigved. So we have to name 5 rivers that are not mentioned in Rigved. Answer is rivers which are not mentioned in Rigved are, first one is Narmada, second Mahanadi, third Tapti, fourth Kaveri and fifth Godavari. Question number 2 is list 2 differences between the Raja of the Rigved and later kings. So we have to list 2 differences between the Raja that were described in the Rigved and the later kings, about whom we will read in the further chapters. Let's see the answer. The heading is 2 differences between the Raja of Rigved and later kings. So for this we have to draw a table, and first column is of Raja of Rigved and second column is given for later kings. So the first difference is that the Raja of Rigved did not live in palaces, they did not have capital cities and armies. So what happened? The Raja of Rigved did not live in palaces and they did not have capital cities and armies. But the later kings lived in palaces and they have capital cities and armies. Second difference is generally the Raja of Rigved did not succeed their father. So generally what happened in Rigved, the Raja is described that he did not succeed their father. That means he did not get the position from his father. He has earned that position. And with later kings, the later kings were succeeded their father and became kings, and the later kings were succeeded their father and then they became kings. Question number 3 is which of the word Jana and Wish sounds familiar to you? So 2 words are given here, that is Jana and Wish. Which word sounds familiar to you? Answer is the word Jana sounds familiar to us because it is still used in Hindi language to describe people or the community as a whole. So the word Jana sounds familiar to us because it is still used in Hindi language to describe the people or the community as a whole. Question number 4 is in what ways are the books we read today different from the Rigved? So we have to tell that how the books we read today are different from Rigved. Let's see the answer. The books we read today are written and printed. Rigved was recited and heard rather than read. So the books we use today that are written and printed, but what happens with Rigved? Rigved was recited and heard more rather than read. It was written down several centuries after it was first composed and printed less than 200 years ago. So the Rigved was written down several centuries and after it was first composed and printed, that was 200 years ago. Question number 5 is in what ways do you think that the life of a Raja was different from that of a Dasa or Dasi? So we have to tell that how do we think that the life of a Raja was different from that of a Dasa or Dasi? Answer is Raja had the highest social status whereas Dasa or Dasi had the lowest social status. So if we talk about the status, so the Rajas had the highest social status whereas the Dasas or Dasis had the lowest social status. Dasa or Dasi were treated like slaves, they were captured in the wars. So the Dasas or Dasis were treated like slaves, they were servants and they were captured in the wars. Question number 4 is what kind of evidence from burials do archaeologists use to find out whether there were social differences amongst those who were buried? So what kind of evidence from the burials do archaeologists found uh, to prove that there were social differences between the people who were buried? Answer is, archaeologists found that in some burials, skeletons found were buried with pots. Archaeologists found during the excavation that in some burials, skeletons were buried with pots. The number of pots buried was more if the person had higher social status. So if that person belonged to a higher social status, so the number of pots were more, and that's how they found that there were social differences amongst those who were buried. Next exercise is draw and shade the diagrams. So you have to draw the diagrams and then you have to shade it diagrams, that is iron equipments found from the megalithic burials. Here you can see the picture, that is of horse equipment, axes and dagger. You have to draw these diagrams in your copies and you have to draw it nicely. So these were the question answers related to chapter 4 of history which I have explained you. I hope everything is clear to all of you. If still any confusion is there, so you can ask me on the WhatsApp also. I'll meet you in the another explanation video. Till that, keep learning, stay home, stay safe. Bye bye everyone.